Hey guys, current energies check-ins for the weekend. Been out in the sun all day. I think you can see it on my face. Not all day, but for the last 3 hours. I played some golf again. Man, it's you know how the better you get, the more you like it. It's like, okay, let's go. It's like you want to do it every day, but that's why I said I'm thinking about buying a bigger property. I might as well buy a golf business. Why not? I get to play golf every day. No, it was fun though, but unexpected for today because I've been there yesterday too. But yesterday it was scheduled. Today was like, you're going, I'm going. Okay, let's go. Yeah, I think I like this new hobby of mine. Also, I ended up taking Blue to the vet because he, for the last week he's been throwing up kind of every other day, and then the last 2 days that I decided, okay, we're going to the doctor. It was every day, and then I took him to the vets just to check everything, and they said, based on his last situation, which was about a month ago, with what was established that it was an anaphylactic shock, or Addison's disease, which he came out negative for. But his regular vet that I took him at said, that's still not excluded. He can still have that. So they took some blood. Everything came out fine. He's fine. I think I have a very sensitive dog. And I think he needs a haircut. He's delicate like a fucking flower. Which makes me love him even more. He's like, oh, you need more love and more attention and more, oh, my baby. The bigger the bear, the more sensitive. Yeah, he's right here under this table. Cosmo is watching outside the window. It's a mess out there because we've had some storms the last couple of days, and right after I cleaned out the backyard, I so love it when I clean up in there, and it's so neat and nice for like 5 minutes, because then a squirrel decides to take off this entire tree of acorns and just drop them there. Anyways, and then storm, and then it looks like shit. Hi, baby. Hi, little delicate flower. What you doing? I think you need a haircut, huh? Maybe a proper one this time. Yeah. Yeah. My little fluffy bear. Anyways, other than that, I got nothing. Everything's good. Everything's perfect. It's been a week where time kind of just, I slipped by time. I don't know what happened. I forgot what day it is, what month it is, what I'm supposed to do. My Cappy Moon is very upset with me right about now. I think I went all rogue. I went all Leo. I'm like, Leo season's here. I'm going to be all Leo this season. And Cappy Moon's like, but you got to work. But I'm like, that's what you think. And I know some of you asked me about the monthlies. I'm like, I forgot I had to. I didn't forget. I kind of forgot, but I didn't forget. They're coming this weekend. Hopefully. No, they're coming. My Cappy Moon's not gonna, I can only have off from that for limited amounts of time. Baby boy, it's a little warm in this room. For you. Huh? You think? You'll be okay? Okay. Okay, Bella. But, that's, I think that's about it. That's what I have to talk to you guys about. The boys are sleeping, Kai and Felix, and the other over there. But the door is open, so if they want to come in, they'll come in, but I think they'll be sleeping through because it's that time of the day where they won't wake up necessarily. Kai might, because he likes it in this room when I'm here, but Felix, I'll fucking way. And Juno's upstairs sleeping. That's just Cosmo over there watching birds. Oh, you can't. She's right there. And Blue right here, who I would prefer for him to not be here, but... And plus he's leaning onto me, which I'm trying to get closer to the table, but I can't because his tail is in the way. And now I'm all stuck in here in this position, but that is what it is. No, it's not. I don't feel comfortable, but it is what it is. Because he leans with all his might. Anyways, he left. Oh, fuck. He went to bring toys. That's not good. That's not what I meant, Bubba. But thank you for giving me some space. Anyways. Current energy check-ins for the weekend. I'll be looking into each sign individually by elements, earth signs, fire signs, air signs, and water signs. It'll be quick, to the point, no clarification. Whatever comes out, comes out. No extended for the Friday videos. I'll be looking into where you're at energetically in regards to another energy, which could be that of a person, a situation, where the other energy is at in regards to you, where the connected energies are at, and then I'll be pulling some cards from the universe for each of you. Timestamps will be in the description box below, on the play bar, in the comment section. They will not work properly until the premiere of this video is done premiering. So once the premiere is done, they will fall into place. If you find yourself in the middle of the premiere of this video, then they will not work. Premiere meaning this is pre-recorded, and I just set it up as a premiere so that I'm there with you guys in the chat room, and we can chat about all sorts of stuff. And we somehow end up talking about food almost all the time. So did I get burned? Ow. Or did I get injured? Or both? Injured and then burn on top of it, maybe. Right there. Ow. 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 Yeah, there's something there. Anyways, that's it. We're good to go. Earth signs, Capricorn. Yeah, I think that hurts. Let's see, Cappy. How do you start this off for all of us? Really? Man, that's a lot of responsibility to put on your shoulders. On your side, you get the 5 of Pentacles, the 4 of Swords, the 7 of Pentacles. You're showing me either a loss or a separation of some sort, but then you're showing me some sort of healing. So kind of saying, I'm working on it. You know, yeah, I'm going through a little bit of something here, but I'm working on it. Okay. The energy attached to you, the 10 of Wands, the Judgment card, the Queen of Wands. Whoever this is kind of telling me, hey, I'm struggling. It's not great, whatever it is I'm going through, which I assume has to do with this separation or loss. But I'm confident I'll pull through, you know? Okay. The energy for the connection, the King of Pentacles, the Strength card, the World card. You're almost there, though, both of you. You seem to be kind of on the final stretch of this chapter that needs to close off. So yeah, it's definitely a work in progress still, I would say, on both ends. But towards the final steps of this. Let me see what the universe has as a final advice for you. Oh, a dove. It has a dove. It has peace and hope and all the good juju. From the universe, you get the 4 of Cups, the Judgment card, the King of Cups. Yeah, I mean, none of you are feeling necessarily the best here. That's my slipper. Thank you, but I don't need it. I'm not using it. You don't need it either, I think. None of you are feeling like, oh my god, I'm so happy and everything's resolved in the best way possible. No. There is love behind all of whatever's going on here. So the love is definitely there, which I think somehow it helps the process for both of you. But both of you seem to be a little low in your energy because, again, work in progress. You're dealing with something that's quite hard, quite heavy, you know? So I wouldn't necessarily see you partying, at least not together, and not right now. But there's still some love that keeps your souls connected, at least. Okay. So, moving on to Taurus. I don't know why you insist being next to me right now. Why are you Velcroing? You're not usually... Oh, you're partly Velcro. Yeah. Okay. If you insist. You too, Taurus. What is going on here? On your side, you get the Lovers, the Five of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands. Well, for you, it's a little bit different than Cappy. Yeah, there's still the sentiment and the strong energy of a separation of some sort or a loss. But for you, it's been in place for who knows how long here over this connection. There's a connection that's super, super deep, very meaningful to you. And this energy of separation that's over this connection that has been in place. It doesn't give me the impression that it's been here for 5 minutes. If anything, months or years. But there is some movement here, which I don't know what the fuck that means. In the sense of, as much as dead and buried this looks, there's still some movement around it. At least on your end. No, on their end too. There's a little tiny little bit of something going on. Over something that's presenting itself, at least in the physical, as dead and buried. Energetically speaking, no, it's very much alive. Over on their side, the Queen of Pentacles, the Emperor, the Ace of Swords. There's a massive energy of self-care and self-love on their side, so they would be focused strictly on that. But there is energy that's moving your way too. Just a tiny little, tiny, just like it's on your end, tiny little, that's, yeah, same. Okay. For the connection, the Ten of Cups, the Hangman, the Two of Swords. As I said, in the energetical, things are looking freaking amazing for this connection. In the physical, a little bit complicated. Just a tiny little bit. Just as tiny as these little energies that are moving towards one another are, just that's how tiny this complication is. But there is a little bit of... Things are looking a little different in the physical. A little complicated. Okay, let me see what the universe has for you as a final advice. The King of Cups, the Five of Wands, the Nine of Wands. That's the thing, because there's... I think both of you know that, you know, at the core of whatever this is, there's definitely love. But like when you try to put these energies together in the physical, it creates a fucking war for some reason. Not that big, but big enough for the both energies to want to stay probably away from one another, because it doesn't feel good when they come. The closer they come, the more it doesn't feel good. So I don't know what the fuck is going on in the physical right now, but it's looking a little conflicting, a little complicated. Energetically speaking, no. Good to go there. But if we don't align with those energies, then things are going to look very different in the physical. But that's it. Moving on to Virgo. Ow! Ow! I was gonna show you I hit my elbow. Ow! And when I was gonna show you that, I hit it again. And then again. That tells me I'm too close to this thing. It should move. I was here first. I put it together and brought it. Oh man. I'm making Leo jokes and I'm cracking myself up. Anyways, oh my God, Virgo, what's up? We good? We good. Okay, on your side, you get Seven of Swords, the Strength card, the King of Cups. You know how you got someone in your life and it's like you love them to death, but they're pissing you off sometimes. It's like, man, I want to, but I fucking love them too, you know. So kind of like that. That's your energy here. So I feel like instead of getting even to that place in which you feel like you just want, you're kind of walking away. You're like, ah, fuck this shit. Yeah, I love you, but fuck off. And then you leave. Something like that. So something gets you to that place. Now, the energy attached to you. What? The Three of Swords, the Tower, the Empress. Holy shit. They are going through a lot. The problem with that is it doesn't fucking show on the surface. So you wouldn't know. You would be like, okay, they're good. You know, anybody around them would think based off of what they're showing that they're good. Whatever's going on for them energetically, it's quite strong, quite big. And I'm not even sure how aware they are of it, like how big this is for them. But it has to do with some sort of like personal transformation type of a deal for them. And they're going through it. But again, nothing shows. Nothing out of these energies would show on the surface. If anything, they show up as they're fucking amazing. This person is amazing. They're doing good, you know. So, okay. For the connection, the Two of Wands, the Four of Wands, the Knight of Swords. Yeah, things have been going good here for a while. You know, things have been, even with your attitude of sometimes, not all the time, sometimes, with them going through whatever they're going through, there's some sort of commitment here, and how it's shown up for the connection, it's like for a little while things have been going, like there's some sort of natural flow to things, which is interesting, given where both of you are coming from. But okay, we'll take it. Let me see what the universe has as a final advice for you. The Eight of Wands, the Devil, the Five of Pentacles. There could be a separation at play. Maybe that's where things are going fine, in that separation. And I think there's definitely, if not a separation, there's definitely distance here. And it's based off of unhealthy patterns of communication. When you talk about anything, it's either you're not listening to one another, or you're kind of twisting what the other one says, and it becomes unhealthy, unproductive, you know, for both of you. So there's something in the energy exchange between the two of you that creates this separation, and it's something that becomes unhealthy. So there's definitely some sort of space here, a gap. Even though on the surface it looks like everything's good here, yeah, but energetically speaking, there's a little bit of a gap between the two of you. And it's based off of, again, patterns of communication too, but mostly energy exchange. But I think it goes to communication ultimately. That's it. Moving on to fire signs, Aries. Okay. I found two of my shirts. I'm like, where did my shirts go? I lost a few. They're right here. I don't know what the fuck they're doing here. Okay. I must have brought them here, but at least I found them until next time I lose them and I don't remember where they're at. Anyways, on your side, you get the Three of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, the Hermit. Man, these are awesome energies. It almost looks like everything's balanced, everything's in place. There is a partnership here that you're showing me, especially where you're saying things are so freaking amazing here. Now we could be talking about a friendship. I think it's family or work. But you're telling me everything's a-okay here. You have a... Not only are you telling me everything's okay, your energy, the way it's shown up in relation to what's going on here, is very, very steady and grounded. So it's super nice. The energy attached to you, the King of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles. This is someone that's very... holds their own. You know, you look at whoever this is and you're like, damn. They're fine, but not fine physically, you know, like with everything, the whole package. Like, this is someone that has their shit together big time, you know? Okay. For the connection, the Three of Cups, the Ten of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles. Is this an on and off thing? Because it's not, it's like, if I look at this dynamic and its course, the way it's, you know, flowing forward, I see cuts in the flow. Almost like, okay, it's happening and it's going fucking awesome for like a few months, and then there's either someone's going away or moving away, or this is disrupted altogether where you're not speaking to one another. But then there's a continuation to it too. You know, after this little split, there's, again, let's go back to the flow, and then there's another split, and then so that it's almost looking like it's cut off from time to time, the flow of this. And I don't know what the fuck that means, but okay. Let me see what the universe has as a final advice for you. The Page of Cups, the Lovers, the Ten of Pentacles. I think you're just taking things as they go, you know? Yeah, if the flow is nice, you'll go for it. If the cut is there, the break is there in this, you'll go with it. So you're trying at least to take things as they come here for whatever this is. And I think it's working. It's working out in the best way possible for you and whatever this dynamic is. You know, just being present and taking things as they come. So pretty cool. But yeah. And that's it. Moving on to Leo. Oh man, you finished the seeds? I gotta fill you up again, huh? On your side, you get the Empress, the Five of Swords, the Six of Pentacles. Hold on. Okay, so this presents itself as a situation in which... Oh, it's hard to put it that way, though. You know how there's two in a, let's say, friendship, and one of the two thinks of the other one as their best friend, while the other one is not looking at this one as their best friend, as a close friend maybe, but not their best friend. So there's, you know, or in a romantic situation where you say, oh, they love them more than they love them. Something like this shows up, but it's not accurate in this case. The way someone is feeling things is a little different than the way, you know, the level of depth here over on your side seems to go a little deeper than where they're keeping it. None of you are doing anything wrong, but it would be interpreted from the outside as, again, something's not even here, something's not adding up, something's not matching in how you view this, how you feel about whatever connection this is. So on your side, the Empress, the Five of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, you're giving me a sense of, you know, oh no, I think everything's good here, everything's even, everything's fine, everything's balanced, but you're presenting it in terms of surface-like energies, where you're coming from is from a deep level in things that doesn't match the surface that you're talking about. So it makes it look like you're lying, or like you're just saying that. You're not, you don't mean it, you know? I think you mean it. I think it's the expression of that depth is very hard to put into words, and I think it doesn't match whoever's on this end, where they perceive things in a very different way, from a different level. On their side, they get the Two of Cups, the Queen of Swords, the King of Swords. This is so simplistic, it's like it is a surface energy, you know? Again, none of it is wrong. None of it is, oh, I'm deeper than you. No, none of that matters here. What matters is it creates a discrepancy there in energies. So it's not about who's deeper here and who's not. The perception is just different at the end of the day. So yeah, you care for them, they care for you, for sure. Just in different ways. You have different names for the labeling of whatever's going on here, even though you think you have the same name for it. For the connection, the Hermit, the Star, the Eight of Swords. The problem is, at some point, one of you is going to feel the discrepancy and is going to want to draw in the same level of depth, or, you know, like the same level. And I think at this point, at least one of you is feeling that. Like, okay, something's off here. Something's not, well, we're not talking the same language. No, you're not, because you're not coming from the same level of depth about what's going on here. So one of you at least is feeling this, if not both of you. Let me see what the universe has as a final advice for you. The Wheel of Fortune, the Ace of Cups, the Page of Cups. Or there's also the possibility of, let's compromise. Let's meet halfway, if we can. Let's try that. Because I think somebody's trying to do that. Let me come a little closer to your level while I move a little closer to yours. There's that. If, again, that's a possibility, and if both parties agree to compromise, sure, you can try that. You know, but that's it. Moving on to Sagittarius. Michael left. Michael the groundhog. He left. He or she. I don't know. I can't tell the difference. Because I saw Michael a few times around here, coming from or going in my shed, and then behind the shed there was a big ass hole and dirt out a lot. And I think about a week ago maybe I put all that dirt back, and I haven't seen the hole being restored. So Michael's gone. Michael's left the building. Anyways, on your side you get the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles. Ooh, you're so fucking zen. And you are, because I'm looking at the energy that you're dealing with, and I'm like, how can you fucking be so calm? But you are. And Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. It's because you're keeping the focus on yourself. On, you know, I'm not going to let anything out there piss me off or influence me in any kind of way. I'm just going to pay attention to myself, and that's that, especially right now when dealing with whatever this is. And it's working out for you, because it is bringing nice energies. Like, while the world is crashing around you, you look out there and you see all the beautiful butterflies and all the beauty. You know, in that crash, there's got to be some beauty. Well, you're the one that's going to see it because you have the energy for it. Now, the energy attached to you, the Three of Swords, the Five of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune. You know how someone that is hurt, you know, hurt people? Yeah, that's what they're doing here. And then they're sorry. So there's someone here that's coming from a lot of their own pain, unresolved, unhealed pain, and they're lashing out. And then they want to take it back. Oh my God, I didn't mean that. I'm sorry. Oh my God, what did I do? What did I say? You know. I think you're just letting them, because I think, you know, you're very much aware of what's going on. So it's like, you know, I can't stop you. But it's on them to figure it out. That's actually their pain coming to the surface, you know. For the connection, the moon, the 5 of Pentacles, the World card. Also, it's looking like whatever this is, it's not reaching you or affecting you because you're kind of done here with whatever this is. So it's like, it's on them to figure it out if they want to, if they choose to. If not, not. It's not going to faze me because, you know, I'm cut off. Energetically speaking, you're cut off from this. Where it's looking like it's no longer going to affect you. Whatever it is they're trying to do here or not trying to, you know. Let me see what the universe has as a final advice for you. The Temperance card, the King of Cups, the 2 of Pentacles. For the longest time, I feel like you struggled here, though, because you didn't know what to do about the situation. And at some point, you just turned everything towards you. Your attention, your focus, your energy towards yourself. Instead of putting it towards what the fuck is going on here? How do I solve this? I think at some point you realized it's not your problem to solve. So, but you did struggle until you flipped into, fuck this shit, I'm better off focusing on myself. Okay. Cool. But that's it. The summer's almost gone, isn't it? Didn't it just start? Didn't it just start? It's cool after my birthday. I can't wait for Christmas anyway. Moving on to air signs, Libra. On your side, you get the 6 of Cups, which flew out in reverse, the 2 of Wands, the Judgment card. There's a soul connection here that is going through something, at least as far as you're concerned. It's kind of struggling here. Soul connection could mean a friendship, family situation, even someone you're working with, but it's there's some struggle here for a while. And you're kind of waiting to see where it lands, what happens here. You know, is this connection going to pull through? Is it not? Of course, you're attached to it. I think you are. That 2 of Wands there gives me, could be painting a little bit of a picture of maybe you're not part of it, but you're on the side of it where you're looking at, what's going to happen here, you know? And you could maybe not even be part of it. But anyways, for the energy attached to you, the Tower, the Justice card, the 9 of Swords. I think you are part of it with the Justice card in the middle. Baba, I'm trying to get this little knot. Hi, baby. Hi, sleepyhead. Hi, sleepy sleep. I know where you want to go, in Mama's lap. Yeah, you do. Come on. Come on. And then he needs. And that's how Kai needs. All over. Hold on. He didn't even start to be all over the place yet. And then he pushes. Yeah, he pushes. His gums and his nose and his head. And himself. Anyways, whoever this is, claws on my legs. Baba, not on the cards. Not. Okay. And then he does that. And then he comes back. Yes, no, maybe so. Yes, okay. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Okay. Whoever this is kind of seeing you at the center of it all, in the sense of they almost are shown up as, you know, if you decide that this thing goes south, then it's gonna go south. Like almost with a fear that you're the one that's gonna end up deciding, you know, the outcome for this. And I don't know, maybe you are, maybe you're not. I don't know. But even if you are or not, they have that fear that, oh my God, you're gonna have the final say here of how things are going. So they're kind of stressed out about that. I don't know why. They're very fearful in their energy of where things are going to go here. For the connection, the Five of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands. Somebody's coming through and saying, look, I'm doing the best I can. The problem is they're not, you know? And I don't know who that is. The problem is they're not. Not yet, at least. They're heading in that direction of learning to do that, but they're not as of right now. This is not the best they can. Let's just put it that way. Let me see what the universe has as a final advice for you. Oompa loompa. It has oompa loompa. From the universe, you get Knight of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, the Two of Swords. Somebody's lacking confidence. Somebody's lacking trust in themselves. And I kind of get the sense that it's whoever this is. If they're putting all the power over something they're part of in your hands, rather than feeling that it's even, you know, both of you have a say in it, then yeah, somebody doesn't have confidence in themselves. Not much. May I help you? Don't jump. Don't. You're gonna jump. And you're not the best acrobat. I know you would think you're a cat. Well, you're an Oompa Loompa cat. I don't trust you. Yeah, so somebody's lacking that. And again, I kind of think it's this energy right here. But that's it. Moving on to Aquarius. Where are you two? There's a slipper in the middle of the room. Blue brought it, but he didn't complete his mission. If he was going to bring it to me, he didn't bring it all the way. If he was going to bring it to himself, he didn't bring it all the way. He just abandoned it. Anyways. Alrighty. On your side, you get the Page of Swords, the Fool, the Three of Cups. Something feels quite right for you here, but I still see you... I see you throwing yourself in it. Because it feels right. It's like, oh my God, this feels amazing. So let me just open up to this. But you're still... There's not a lot of you opening up to this. Even though energetically speaking, everything makes sense about this. It could be because it's just the beginning of something. So, you know, wait and see where it's going or if it's going anywhere. But you do have a good feeling about it as of right now. It's just, again, not a lot of momentum here for now. The energy attached to you, the Ten of Cups, the Chariot, the Eight of Swords. They're having trouble going with the flow, whoever this is. I think they want to, but they're having trouble going with the flow, and there's a lot of complication that moves from their head, from their mind. So they have the tendency to get stuck in their head a lot, which is not necessarily ideal, but that's just how they're showing up. For the connection, the Death card, the King of Swords, the King of Wands. I think you're taking something on to see where it's going, if it's going anywhere, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. And for right now, it's kind of closer to the it doesn't part. But I think it's still playing out. It's kind of like, okay, let's try it out. Let's see if anything happens. But by this point, it's starting to head in the direction of, I don't think anything's, or maybe something is going to happen, but nothing major and nothing substantial. Not right now. Not right now. It's looking like something about this isn't working out. Maybe it's a matter of timing, maybe, or again, maybe it just started, so it didn't yet have time to really form into much of anything. Let me see for the connection, the Queen of Cups, the Emperor, the Six of Cups. It does resonate from an energetic perspective. It feels like there is a match here in energies. It does feel like, you know, something about this definitely feels on both ends. When I look at the energies together, it feels like, oh my God, yeah, this is amazing. This could lead somewhere, you know? But that's in the energetical. In the physical, it really depends on both energies. You seem to be open. They seem to want to open up, but they have the inability to because they're too much up here. So that's probably what's gonna make this not work if it keeps going like this, you know, the overthinking part on their end, especially if they don't learn to just go with the flow a little more. Alrighty, moving on to Gemini. Everybody left. Everybody, they came here, they used me, and then they left. What if we all felt like that all the time? Can you imagine? What a life would that be? I was used for like 2 minutes and then abandoned. And to some extent we do. That's the fucked up thing. That's why we're all here doing this. Oh man. Anyways, let's see what you got going on your side. You get, oh my God, this reading is so serious. It's so unlike Gemini, but okay. The King of Pentacles. Hold on, let's get a serious tone here. The King of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords. You're like, something's working out, God damn it. And I'm like, sure. Something's feeling quite right and quite... And again, I'm like, yeah, sure. But why the fuck so serious? I don't know what the serious tone is about. I think you're coming through with a lot of conviction, you know, which makes it look like you're dead on here. You're super, super tight on this. I don't know. Could be something about work too that gives me that, you know, more serious tone to it. I don't know. But it does look like whatever place you're coming from, even if it is a tad too serious for my taste, you're like, something's working out, God damn it. You know, fist in the table now. Okay. The energy attached to you, the Nine of Pentacles, the Chariot, the Moon. This is a nice energy, but I feel like it hasn't revealed all its potential yet. I think there's more to this energy than meets the eye. For right now, it's looking like, okay, this is a nice energy that you're working with, and you feel like, okay, this is a nice energy, me and them, yeah. But I think there's more to them that's gonna reveal itself in time. You know, there's big ass potential that wants to come to the surface, and I feel like it will, you know. Okay, for right now it's showing up as just a reliable energy, nice energy, but I see a lot of potential there that is it's not that they're hiding that or they're not gonna align with that. They will in time, they will. For the connection, the Strength card, the Ace of Wands, the Four of Wands. There's a sense of growth here. There's a sense of stepping it up, you know. So if this is, let's say, someone you're a coworker, right, that you said hi bye to, and just that, there's almost a step up in there in the sense of you might start hanging out, you might start being friends, you know, or something, and then good friends, and then so there's always a sense of stepping up within this bond here between these two energies. So while for right now it's shown up as things are looking good, everything's great, and you're very serious about it for some reason, it does carry quite the potential for things to grow, to evolve, to step up, you know. Let me see what the universe has as a final advice. The Queen of Cups, the Five of Wands, the Page of Cups. Oh, you're intentionally, okay, that's why you're intentionally showing up so serious. You're keeping your emotions at bay a little bit. You're like, I don't want to, you know, I know me, I throw my heart in there, I'm fucked, that's it. And it's almost like you're trying to regulate that. You're trying to measure. Like, I'll open up my heart because I want to, but like just a tiny little bit. I don't want to, you know. Emotions have no place here anymore, especially if it's, again, something tied up to work or just, you know, an acquaintance that becomes a friend or a closer. It's like, yeah, I don't want to, not too much of this because, you know, I'm going to get myself into trouble if I attach myself to this emotionally too much. So, yeah, that's why you're so serious about things. Gotcha. Okay, cool. But that's it. Moving on to water signs, Pisces. Did I eat? Speaking of food, did I eat? Yes. At 10 in the morning, it's fucking 6 o'clock. Man, what do I eat? What am I eating for dinner? Oh, so many options. You know what I did last week? I ended up with 3 Indian dishes. And I started with 1, but I ended up with 3. Because I ordered Indian food and naan. I love naan. And I usually get 2 because 1 is never enough, but 2 is too much. So I end up eating 1.5-ish. But now I'm hungry. Now I want Indian, but I've had so much last week that I'm like, I'm done with Indian for like a year. But anyways, I ordered my Indian food. The food came, the naan didn't come. Holy shit. So I placed another order for 2 naans, and I went and got it this time. And when I went there, they saw me. They're like, didn't you just order? I'm like, yeah, but the order was messed up and no naan. And he's like, I gave you a double. And I'm like, a double what? He's like, it's okay. So I went home. I had 3 of the same Indian dishes, which was great and all, but like, I didn't eat it all at once, of course, but yeah. Okay. Anyways, on your side, you get the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, the Justice card. Oh my God, this looks amazing. You're looking good. You're feeling good. So not only your energy is showing up as balanced and, you know, there's a lot of self-love involved. There's a lot of nurturing that goes towards yourself, towards others around you. But you also carry that energy, so it shows on the surface too. Cool. The energy attached to you, though. The 10 of Swords, the 4 of Cups, the Tower. This energy is at the opposite end of where you're at. So while you see the good in yourself and everything, especially when you're under this energy, it's like, oh my God, yeah, everything's great, everything's fine, everything. So if you're looking at the same picture with this person, you would see only the good in it. They would see nothing good in it. You wouldn't see only the good in it. You would see the bad too, but you would choose to focus on the good. They would see only the bad. There's nothing good in that picture, according to them, based off of their energy. They're pretty down, and I don't know why. Maybe something happened, maybe not. Maybe that's just who they are. I don't know, but opposite. For the connection, the 8 of Swords, the King of Wands, the 2 of Swords. Oh, well, they're stuck up here. Their existence is strictly from the complication of their mind. It's not from, hey, the reality in front of you. What do you see? What do you feel? What do you smell? Where are you right now with everything? What is there in front of you? Well, for them, it's that butterfly that at some point it's gonna go extinct and it's gonna die and it's gonna be tragic and it's gonna do this and that, and while you look at the same butterfly and you just saw it coming from a cocoon, and it's like it's the most beautiful transformational process in the world, and they're like, no, it's gonna die at some point, and it's gonna. So they're always in the it's gonna something's gonna happen, and it's probably the worst thing. Okay, I don't know how energies like these usually end up one next to another, but they usually do. Let me see what the universe has as a final advice for you. The Six of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles. This is either you saying, I'm tired of this, this energy is dragging me down, man. I just need to move forward and not look back. And if this energy is making me always look over my shoulder, I don't like that. Either that, or this energy right here may be trying to not be this way. I mean, the only thing they need to do is stop living in the future and in the what ifs and in the just be present. Practice being in the present moment. That's it. You know? But I see this more as an energy instilled within them, like this is who they are. Still the same advice applies. It's just it's going to be very, very difficult for them. It's going to take a lot of practice. But not impossible. You know? But, yeah. And that's it. Moving on to Scorpio. On your side, you get the Page of Wands, the Four of Cups, the Tower. You've got a little bit of doom and gloom type of an energy attached to you. Overall, you're coming through as wanting to keep open, wanting to keep curious, wanting to keep almost naive to everything. So just be present and take things as they come, no matter what happens. But at the same time, there's also a very, very kind of low vibration energy attached to you, in which you could be looking at things and kind of seeing the worst in things, in pretty much everything that's around you. And so you're kind of split in half here. It's not just that or that. You function through both at this moment in time. A sense of almost curiosity towards new things, and a sense of, I don't want to try new things because, you know, it's all going to turn out shitty anyway, and it's all going to... So you're kind of playing it half and half. The thing is, this energy that kind of takes you down, it's almost hitting you out of nowhere. Like, you're good, you're doing your thing, you're doing life, whatever it is you're doing, and it's like, I'm just having fun. And then almost like a sense of panic comes in over you. And again, it's going to present itself as looking at the world through the lens of, it's all crashing down, man. We're all going down with it, you know. In today's life, it's very hard to stay away from this type of an energy. It's not impossible, though, and I think that's why the Page of Wands is there. To not get caught up in the world of, oh my God, the world, the way it is, and Okay, it is. It's not the best, but, it's kind of always been like this. Let's chill. It's not just that. Your life is not just that, So your life can be what you want to make it too. So that part, if you focus on that, which again, that's why you have two parts to you. So you're not falling for but you're dealing with something great. I don't know. The energy attached to you, the Eight of Swords, the Hermit, the King of Pentacles. I mean, they're looking, if I were to meet with this person and ask them, hey, what's up? They would probably be like, oh, everything's fine, you know? And they believe that. They believe that. But they're still kind of up in their head too. Like, it's not that fine. But they hold this presence of, no, everything's good. Everything's good. And I feel like they've somehow trained themselves to show up like that and to believe that. And I think to them, it's as close to the truth as possible. Man, everything's good here. You know, it's their good. So, okay. So it's not looking that bad necessarily or that unhandleable. There is a little bit of overthinking that kind of runs the show for them, but they're looking okay-ish. For the connection, the Nine of Swords, the Devil, the Judgment card. There's some unhealthy shit around you at this moment in time, and I don't know where it's coming from. Well, I could see it coming from this doom and gloom energy in which you get caught up in all the, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, what's going to happen with this, that, and the other, and kind of getting caught up in the worldly problems, which, you know, to some extent we all do, and depending on how we do it too, because at some point it can become unhealthy. So that could be part of that. I don't know what this dynamic is, because in all honesty, I'm kind of seeing you living different realities, even though you're under the roof of the same reality, if that makes sense. So it's like, I don't know what this other energy is to you, how it's attached to you, but it is. So that in itself could present as something's up here, you know. But the thing is, even though something is a little tricky right now for you as an energy that surrounds you, you are giving me a sense of, at least from a soul perspective, that, you know, it's part of your journey. It's kind of work in progress. You'll see what this amounts to, what this, you know, the end result of whatever this experience is for you. Okay, so you're kind of learning as you go from this experience. But let me see what the universe has as a final advice for you. The Six of Swords, the Ten of Wands, the Ace of Wands. I know, because that's why I said if we get too caught up in what's going on out there in the world, our ideal outcome would be to just go off in the middle of nowhere on an abandoned island somewhere and live the rest of our lives there without knowing shit about shit anymore. And that's kind of how you're coming through here, saying, I just want to put it all behind and fuck this shit and not even think about it and just do something fun, and that's it for the rest of my life, and that's that. Just put it all behind me. You can't. You're kind of in the middle of whatever this is, and, you know, working through these things in which you don't have to get caught up in certain things, that's healing too. That's part of your healing. You don't have to run off on an island somewhere. But if you do, let me know. We're all interested here. If we find something like that, you know, like-minded people, if you find that island, let me know. If it has animals on it, we'll take it. We'll tame them. Cats especially. We're good. Anyways, and dogs. We'll take doggies too. I have to bring blow, so. Moving on to Cancer. Alrighty, on your end you get the Eight of Pentacles, the King of Wands, the Four of Wands. Okay, you're showing me commitment, you're showing me involvement in this commitment, emotional, physical. Like you're super passionate about whatever this is. While you put effort into it, you're like, you're in it. Okay. The energy attached to you, the Lovers, the Seven of Cups, the Two of Pentacles. They are too. You're waiting for the but, aren't you? But they're too. They are committed to this, like big time. Energetically speaking, there's a sense here of recognizing that there's a strong bond at play. The thing is, they also have, which, see, because you're showing me this through the lens of commitment. They're not. That's the only thing. They feel bonded to you, energetically speaking, like super, super right there. Commitment-wise in the physical, they keep that door open. Like there's no real, you know, the real commitment here. For the connection, the Strength card, the Star, the Five of Swords. Yeah, I think you don't necessarily see eye to eye here when it comes to, hey, are we going to do something together here? Yes. What? This. Okay, how? That's where I think the problem is. You can agree that maybe you want to do something together here, you know? But like in the how and in the end result of that, that's where things might get tricky. Because ultimately, as an energy, I think both of you want the same thing. But I don't know if you can get there together. That's the thing. In the way that things are presented right now. You know? So, let me see what the universe has as a final advice for you. The Four of Cups, the Five of Wands, the Eight of Wands. Yeah, and I feel like you know that. And it does reflect in the physical too, this whole butting of heads here. And again, you could set up the same goal. It's the way you want to get to it. That's what's going to create this friction here, potentially. Where at the end of it all, you might ask yourselves, didn't we say we were going there? Yes, we were. And aren't we going there? Yes, we are. No, we're not. You know, like I'm going there. You don't seem to be going in the same direction or wanting the same thing. But at the end of the day, as I said, energetically speaking, I think you want to go in the same direction. I think you have the same goals. I think in the way you're going for it, it creates friction. It creates butting of heads. So that might be problematic. But that's it. And Blue is here just in time. He's just under the table with his head sticking out from... Let's bring him out to say hi-bye. Let's see. Baba, come here, Baba. Come here, over here. Hold on, because I don't know where you're at, and I don't know where Cosmo's at. I don't want to move this chair until I figure out who's next to me and where. Come on. Come here, Bub. Come here. No, don't lay down. Come here. Come here, lazy boy. Come to Mama. Where's Stella? Where's Stella, Baba? Where is she? Where's Stella, Baba? She's not here. She wanted to come inside the house last week, yes. She made a run for it directly in your backyard. Come here. Directly in your backyard to come see Blue. And then she wanted to, I smell like hi, I know. And then she wanted to come into the house. Crazy lady. And we told her, Stella, you can't come into the house because there's 4 cats in there that if you go into this house, they will have an instant UTI and potential issues. So we can't do that. Stella is your girl. I know, where is she? Where's Stella? Well, now I gotta take you to Stella. Fuck. She's not here, Bubba. She's behind that fence, potentially. I know. Actually, what days? No, she's home. She's home. Don't try to jump over the fence, though. Come here, Bubba. Come to Mama. Come here. Come here, baby boy. Come here, baby boy. Little nose, little nose, little nose, little nose. But you played with her a little bit. I'm sorry I'm using her name to get your attention, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Anyways, Thanks for tuning in. I will get those August readings to you, god damn it. Watch for that shirt. It's gonna be symbolic. It's as prideful as it can get. If I don't forget. It might not be. But anyways, love you guys. Thanks for tuning in, and see you next time.